So hello everyone and welcome to this week's of PTC Nordic Talks webinar, and we are happy by having Dina Sotnik, who is the Senior Solutions Consultant at PTC, for a session on SaaS strategy for heavy PLM. But first, a very quick introduction about myself. My name is Toby Peterson and I'm the Alliance Manager for PTC in the Nordics, and we are running all these webinars every week on Fridays at the same time. And we invite customers and partners for some inspiration on digital transformation to see what is possible and how to make things happen. And all the past webinars have also been recorded and also be found on the registration site for this event. The agenda for today is first a very quick overview of PTC by my colleague Carl from the Customer and Success team. And then Dina will start by introducing herself and touch base on a few challenges, how to address these, and then explain some of the outcomes. And at the end, we are also having a Q&A session, so please keep your questions to the end. So now over to you, Carl.
Thank you, Torbjörn. So maybe we can go to the next slide. Yeah, thank you. PTC is an international software company with headquarters based in Boston. We are developing software mainly for manufacturing companies since 1985. We offer tools for the digital transformation, such as CAD for design, PLM for managing data, IoT to connect products and manufacturing operations, and finally, augmented reality to visualize and interact with the digital thread. To you, Dina.
Okay, it was super fast. So my topic today, PTC SaaS strategy for heavy PLM, and I'm super glad to be here and have a discussion with you because it's interesting and hot topic to discuss. So a little bit about myself. So I started my career in 2008 as a CAD/CAE specialist in Russia, and something like 3 years ago, I moved to Sweden, and 2 years ago I joined PTC as a PLM Senior Solution Consultant. And to be honest, I'm feeling good in this company because PTC is a company where diversity and inclusion is a high priority. And so I'm happy to be here and to have an possibility to speak with you. But why me? Because I am regional leads for Nordics, and internally the name for this Ninja. So I am Cloud Ninja for Nordics, and we have a great cloud team for EMEA. And by the way, today we have Stefan on the call, so he will be able to support me with the most trickiest question. So now I am ready to jump to our topic. So why SaaS? Basically, why do we have this strong strategy for SaaS? Because customers market is ready for SaaS and they looking to adopt more SaaS. And this is a result of the research, and this research showed that currently, in blue, you can see the percentage of the company who are already adopting SaaS, and in purple you can find the companies who are going to adopt SaaS in nearest future, so in 12 months. And by the way, for product lifecycle management, it's if to sum up these figures, so to predict the future behavior, it's more than half, more than 50%. But yeah, I want to highlight that it's not all this amount is for heavy PLM. I would suppose that numbers for heavy PLM is a little bit lower because it's difficult to adopt SaaS in this area because of customization, integration, configuration, and lots of other things. But we are working on it. And let's jump to next slide and to discuss about why SaaS. Here we have also results of the research, and first it's improved IT security, and it's not only that our cloud company are working continuously on security certification and security adoption, but it's really reality. During the COVID time, there were lots of hackers attacks, and at that time, the cloud SaaS solutions proved to be the most secure place. And to improve customer experience that we have here and drive innovation and transformation, actually it's rather clear, but still not clear enough. And I hope that my presentation could help to understand a little bit more. So what is SaaS in general? To be on the same page, SaaS, it's one of the cloud offering in the market, and transcription of this abbreviation, software as a service. And I would say there are lots of reasons for SaaS to be selected as a strategy for companies. And my favorite picks here is agility, scalability, and plug and play experience. And what is now also very important, possibility to secure, collaborate with others. And cloud architecture itself, it somehow has inside built-in tight collaboration, while on-premise solution, it's not so easy to establish this tight collaboration. And a little bit busy slide, but I will guide you through. So here we have different implementation and responsibilities. On-premise, infrastructure as a service, and SaaS, software as a service, and responsibilities. So on-premise, basically, PTC only responsible for application, for software, and oops, sorry. And I lost my mouse. Just a second. Oh, shit. So software and hardware, it's still burden of our customers, and they have to take care of it. And example with infrastructure as a service. In this case, still customer has to take care of hardware. And by the way, it's more than 80% of total cost of ownership. So it's a lot. And for SaaS, we have PTC who will take care of software, hardware, integration with third party, and it's only one number to call. In case of ERS, and I want to highlight that we are not providing infrastructure as a service. In case of infrastructure as a service, customer should think about what to do and whom to call in case of emergency, in case of issues. And here I have a rather good analogy to speak about. So cars, on premise, it's when you have your car and you are able to run it, to drive it, and you have to service it. And infrastructure as a service when you have renting car, and it's good because you can rent car in any location in any part of the world, and still you don't have to service it a lot, but you still have to drive it in different situation, and you have to know the rules, you have to know how to drive it, and you have to know the maps, etc. But in case of SaaS, it's when you really just have to easily sit to the car and doing your development process for your product. And we as a PTC, we will help you because our drivers, they know the maps, they know the rules, they know the best how to drive this car. So it's the way to get the best from the software. And right now I'm ready to present you our new offering for SaaS. And actually, this is a modern SaaS, this Windchill Plus. And why it's more? Because it has PTC Atlas platform. And what is this? So I need to explain a little bit about Atlas. It's our platform solution for all our SaaS offering that we have in our portfolio. And somehow, yeah, let's speak a little bit about history. So basically, this platform was invented 10 years ago. Then Onshape was invented. And co-founder of Onshape, the same person who was co-founder of SolidWorks, he decided to build platform for cloud application. And it had to be a service-based, database-driven collaboration engine. And then he was ready with this cloud engine. He decided to put on this something that he knew the best, and it was CAD, because he also from the previous time with SolidWorks. 3 years ago, PTC acquired Onshape, also because of this platform, because PTC saw lots of potential. And PTC renamed this platform to be an Atlas. And somehow it's good a name, because in this Atlas, there is a us, like SaaS. And also, this is an ancient god who was holding all the world on his shoulders. And our all SaaS solution will be on these shoulders on PTC Atlas. And also, this platform is somehow like building with all services, gas, internet, electricity, etc. But not only all this SaaS service from Atlas, but also services from new dwellers. So for example, if you have a neighbor and he knows the best company for cleaning, now this cleaning company will clean your house and your apartment. That's good. And example here, workflow technology from ThemeWorks that incorporated into Atlas to advance the process automation for all the portfolio. And 3D visualization with Creo View. Now it's also Atlas service and can be used by all dwellers. For example, Arena leverages it to show 3D parts. And Windchill also had something to bring on the table. More than 6 years experience with local cloud architecture. And by the way, our customer, they feel that their intellectual property is more secured in this solution. So all these converted into services, and now we have a lot, but in future it will be more. So now we know all the pieces of the puzzle and our SaaS strategy for heavy PLM, and let's talk a little bit about services that Atlas provides us to support our Windchill Plus. Nothing is more painful in PLM business as a PLM upgrade. It's usually more than 6 months preparation, and then after it's ready, we can offline to roll up. And that's why it's usually only once in 6 years. So company, it's so painful that they do it only once in 6 years. And as a result, company are not able to use latest and greatest technology and obtain all the value from the PLM solution. But we are working on it. And that's why I'm glad to introduce you our new technology. Let me start. So this is about continuous upgrade. On the left-hand side, you can see PLM engineer who is working on checking in, checking out, doing his regular job. And on the right hand side, you can see somehow visual representation of the services. And in this case, let me jump to this moment. Yeah, sorry. In this moment, the system is ready to upgrade. So there is a smoothless jump from one server to another. And the person who is working, actually, he was just interrupted for the seconds to show this upgrade information. So it's zero interruption upgrade. And now the new version of Windchill is rolled out, and now you can see that it's already 12.01. So that's how it works. And it's not only automatic upgrade. So as you can see on this slide, it's zero time upgrade, it's zero interruption, zero cost, zero pain upgrade, or continuous upgrades that will allow companies to be able on latest and greatest and receive the most values from PLM solutions. And more one benefit of Windchill Plus Service Atlas is that PLM can manage everything for you. And this demo showed how we can scale up and scale down the resources when it's needed. So we invented unique algorithm that can predict the resources needed. So on the right hand side, you can see that the request for resources increased, and because of this, it was after scale up process. And somewhere here, still the resources is highly needed, and it's still after scale up. But suddenly the project is over and no need to have more resources, and it was automatically scaled down. So this algorithm with Kubernetes technology, event-driven auto-scaling, allows to predict and bring the capacity needed for the project just when you need it. And of course, it can save money, time, and provide companies with the high performance and availability from our side. So let's sum up what we already know about Windchill Plus and Windchill. Basically, Windchill Plus is the latest version of Windchill. So right now it's Windchill 12. So what we have continuous development for both our solution. It's Windchill Plus, just the latest. And for Windchill Plus, we have also all that is related to PTC, Atlas layers, continuous upgrades, scaling process, and all Atlas services that already support the Atlas and will be supporting Atlas. Windchill will not be eligible for these advantages. Customization is possible for Windchill, as you know, and for Windchill Plus, but they have to be aligned with SaaS strategy. And to sum up my presentation, I want to show you all the benefits that we have for our SaaS solutions. And to prove these benefits, I would like to show you a reference from customer. For example, an SaaS energy company put here months to weeks and less overhead. And actually, this is related to development process. They were able to speed up the development process, and somehow it's related to accelerated innovation. And another, our customer Intralox, they selected SaaS to rapidly onboard design and manufacturing teams, which is 500 users, by the way. And they supported the expansion to USA, Australia, and Netherlands. So it's a quite huge architecture also. And I would say that it's both, it's fast time to value and accelerated innovation. And guess what? For security and scalability, I have a customer from defense, the Department of the Navy. So they decided to use SaaS to enhance collaboration with internal and external suppliers. Actually, it's a lot to have such a customer. And last but not least, sales-centric. And they mentioned that it was fast time to value. It was 5 months to have up and running system with all the integrated system, ERP, and all that they needed were integrated to the system. And by the way, if you are excited and interested and looking for more information, please register here for this event. It's 4 episodes with 4 different companies interviews. And for this episode, number 4, that will be in June 29, we will have Cellcentric as a guest to tell about why they decided to choose SaaS and why they how we helped them in their journey. And also for this episode, we have product management. They will explain more about product strategy and also possible transition from Venture to Venture Plus, and also executive vice presidents. They will be speaking about sorry. They will be speaking about the Atlas platform. So on that, I would like to finalize my presentation and invite you to ask the questions.
Thanks a lot, Dina, for sharing all your exciting news regarding PTC SaaS strategy and Windshield Plus, of course. So as you said, I mean, now over to the questions in the audience. So I think we already have one question from Peter Gustafsson, and that is, when will Windshield SaaS Plus be launched?
It was launched in 1st of April, like a joke. But it's a real, super real.
Right. And we have another question also from Raul. Could you speak up if you want?
Customization supported.
Sure. This is regarding customizations. I cannot completely catch that. What level of customizations would be supported? And, I did understand that there will be auto upgrades wherein you showcased the options and the notifications. In such a scenarios, if how will auto upgrades happen if you're also planning to support some level of customization?
Super good question, and thank you for asking it. So basically, as I mentioned, customization is allowed right now. They have to be aligned with some borders, and we have some limits for customization, but soon it will be more customization allowed. First message here, and a second message that you asked about the continuous upgrades. So our customer who would like to join with Venture Plus will be provided with test environment to test their customization. And by the way, all the tests will be automated. So So we have a rather strong strategy to support customizations, and in case of old customization, it had to be it has to be a project to recustomize, to change the customization so that they aligned with our Venture Plus strategy. And actually, this is a start of super interesting discussion, and I will be glad to have this discussion with you, because yeah, as you mentioned, it's not super clear and it's difficult to cover this in something like 2 minutes. So please ask a question after this session, and we will be able to explain our strategy.
Dina, I think we should mention that as PTC, we have automated scripts that go through your instance of Windchill and checking what kind of customizations do you have, how do they work, and if there is a problem, yes or no. Maybe there is some unencrypted communication. Yes, this is a problem for sure with SaaS. So we have an automated tool that you can run on your instance. We are really happy to help you with there. It's called the Windchill Compare utility. And after this, you get a very clear understanding about which customizations are all fine. And I guess most of them are fine, and which customizations might be a problem and why they are a problem. And then we work together with you to to change these customizations so that you can fulfill the use case, but don't do it in the old way.
Thank you, Stefan.
Thank
I
you.
think we have another question also from Hemant.
Yeah, hi Dina. I have two questions actually. So one question is, what is the licensing strategy difference between Windchill and Windchill Plus, right? And then the second one, who would be the owner of the data if somebody opts for the SaaS platform from PTC?
Thanks, Hemant. Good question.
So first question about licensing. We have absolutely different license scheme for Windchill Plus. It's more flexible, more easy to use, more SaaS licensing. And it should be additional session to explain it. But yeah, based on customer experience that I saw, this license allows to have more advantages of the solution and be flexible.
Could you kindly quantify, just giving an example?
Yeah, okay. It's difficult for me to quantify because quantification is to go to sales and to speak with sales about the prices. But what I can, what I saw that the customer who has already SaaS and who are going to jump to Windchill Plus, they have almost the same offer in price. So it could depend on situation, and it should be discussed. I'm not eligible to speak about the prices, and but what I have seen, it's a good offer and allows customer to make the best.
Yeah, so it is very simple. So you as a customer, you commit to some kind of user accounts for your payment, and then you have the ability to make overuse. So if you say, okay, for 1 or 2 months, I need more users accessing my Windchill system, this is absolutely possible with SaaS. So you can make an overviews for 2 months and then going back to your old number. So this is a bit complicated with on-premises because there is a named user license model. So you have to register all the users. And on SaaS, they're giving you more flexibility that you are on these really on the base of the users that are using the system. So a lot of stuff, good stuff is coming. And the license model is always reflecting. And I agree to Dina. So all the customers that we already checked going to Windchill Plus, if they're already on a managed solution with PTC, then the pricing is, I would say, nearly the same. And they're getting more features and more functionality.
And Stefan, just a follow-up question, right? Because we all know that PTC charges differently for different modules within the overall suite of solutions. So would it change with SaaS or would it remain same?
Could you rephrase the question a bit?
Yeah, like, you have different licensing scheme if somebody only opts for, let's say CAD solution from PTC, or, let's say if somebody uses only, a SIM module or,
Yeah.
insights module, right? So
Yeah.
this strategy or pricing module or pricing way remains the same with
Yes, it will be nearly the same. It will be nearly the same. So there are CAD users, there are light users, there are users who need inbound transformation. So there are different license models. So we don't require you to buy for every user the super loaded all-in license. So you have cheaper license for users that need less functionality. This is very similar. It's not identical. We have cleaned the house a little bit, so the number of product numbers are getting less, so that's fine. But for sure, we still have different options so that it is a usage-based pricing.
Okay, understood. I think we are over time now. So yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Should we go for one last question? Actually, I think Avinash, you raised your hand there. Maybe you could speak up.
Yeah, hi, thank you. So I'm already working with one of the customer who is on a SaaS model. So, and we recently got upgraded from 11.0 to 11.1 because 12.0 was not SaaS ready. So will this problem be eradicated with Windchill Plus? And what, as an existing SaaS customer, what is the difference between my current business model or architecture with Windchill Plus? What is that difference I'm getting going forward?
Thanks, Avinash. Good question.
Yeah. So the 11 customers, Dina, is it okay if I take this one?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. So for the 11 customers, they are on a managed service solution. They need to do the upgrade to Windchill 12. And this then will be the last upgrade. So starting with Windchill 12, there will be no more upgrades anymore that you need to do. The scaling infrastructure is something that you don't have today on the Windchill 11. So our customers that now go to Windchill Plus, they have these elastic stuff, and they are they don't need to make the upgrades anymore. So because the system can upgrade in the background. So this is the difference. So if you are working with a customer who's on version 11, he has to do one upgrade, but then it is the last upgrade forever.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
So we are actually over time. So many thanks everyone for joining, and of course special thanks to you, Dina, for making a really good presentation here and a good overview. And we will now actually have a summer break of the Nordic Talks, and we will be back the first week of September. So stay tuned for that. So with that, I wish you all a fantastic weekend and a summer break. And between Dina, you might stay on the chat if there might be some questions still here. So with that, have a good weekend. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.